we ready? Positions, please. Quiet on set. Going live. In 5, 4, 3.
Make it zone number 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
I don't understand.
That is awesome! You gotta be freaking kidding me!
No! God, please, no! No!
It's Saturday morning, and you're in the right place at the right time. The Multicoloured Talk Show with your hosts, Stephen Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
It's not right. Absolutely not right, I'll tell you. Right. A very good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning, 11 o'clock, and we're in Tenerife. I'm Eddie Hastings.
I'm Steve Gerald, Chief Fireman.
Chief Fireman. Well, we'll let them decide that, which is great.
I changed the time.
Can I just say, wong, 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 wong.
Oh, it's that, isn't it? Maybe he did this last year.
It's the 4th of May. It's Happy Jedi Day.
I don't watch that.
May the 4th be with you. I've never watched Star Trek. Never, ever,
Is
ever.
it Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars. I love Star
Trek I've seen.
I love Star
Beam
Trek.
me up, Scotty.
Yeah. Let's just say a very good morning to our friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
All our friends on Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube. Don't forget.
Get in there.
Keep subscribing.
Subscribe. We've got 5 now.
It's great. Let's have a quick look who's on the chat already. Good morning, Callie Trex. Good to have you on board. Davey Miller, Darren J, the boss. Good morning,
Oh,
sir.
good morning.
Joe Roberts, the Sally Army are asking for more money again. I see.
No, I changed the time. Get out of it, a lot of you.
Ian Clark, good morning. How are you? Duncan Blanchard, May the 4th be with you. Val Holmes, good morning.
Val.
Eileen Shelmerdine, I always have trouble.
You have trouble today. Just out of bed, actually.
Say no more. James and Shirley, the Gerards, good morning.
Oh, yes, they're the racing.
Jenny Puffit, good morning to you. Lisa
Jenny's
Gray,
Lisa,
good morning,
school
guys.
teacher.
Yes, and got to tell you, nothing of any interest has happened this week in the news for us, has it? It's been just boring.
It's not been boring.
Well, now listen.
I've got loads of things to get off my chest.
Well,
again.
we've had the general election, not the general, the local elections.
That
in
he's
the
got
UK.
in it, that Muslim bloke.
Yeah.
That Pakistani guy that I don't like.
Which one?
The one from London, that little midget bloke.
Sadiq Khan.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, they haven't
He's
finished
in
that yet.
another 4 years of.
Good morning, Karen Pell. We are both well, thank you very much. But I've got to tell you, to be honest, Conservatives are on a sticky wicket. Now, you quite like the Conservatives, don't you?
Are you talking politics this morning?
Well, yeah, not really.
Get bored of politics. It's wall to wall in England, isn't it? Wall to wall. Switch telly on, bloody wall to wall, bloody. Who cares?
We don't have it like that here, do we?
No. Who cares?
Say no more.
See, the thing in England is it? You've got to. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Sectarianism. That's what's happening in England, Eddie.
What?
It's like an island, Northern Ireland.
Sectarianism.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Not secretarianism.
Is that a new word?
I don't know.
Well,
You just made
that's
it.
about 30 points in Scrabble, that is.
Good morning, Jeanette Rutter, and good morning, Jane.
Oh,
and
Jane, yes, little Irish, to be sure. It's kicking off in Ireland. There's so much to talk about. I can't believe you just said stuff happening on the news. Kicking off in Ireland, kicking off in London. It's kicking off everywhere. It'll be kicking off in here in a minute.
I don't know.
What was I talking about? No, politics in England, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, because the socialists, Ian Clark, wherever he is, probably out in a strike with Rolls-Royce in Derbyshire. The Labour, they're going for Muslims votes.
Right.
The Conservatives, they're going for the white Christian votes.
Okay.
It's like, where are we? Northern Ireland here?
No, I don't know.
Catholics and Protestants, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been watching a bit of it on the news, and I found it quite boring. I quite like the general election, which is like you sit up all night and see the results come in. Where'd you get that from?
I made it myself.
All right,
Ollie's not here again.
No.
I think something's happened between those two.
Staff are out.
Yeah.
Good morning.
She left again.
Good morning, Joy
I have to make my own
Cooling.
brew.
Yeah. Good morning, Joy Cooling from Dublin. It's because we've got Dublin and Claire on.
Claire, yes, what's that? Did Claire get married?
Now, listen, I was going to talk about that, and you've just trounced all over me.
You said you weren't going to talk about anything politics.
I was just going to offer the congratulations of XPTV1 and the Multicoloured Talk Show and myself
60s and Chicken Shack
and Eddie
everybody,
and Steve and everybody, because ready? Claire and Matt went off and snuck off and got married.
I couldn't work it out. I thought it was a joke, but then I thought, no.
They went to Gibraltar, mate.
But they invited me to a wedding next year.
Yeah, now, let me explain
I
what's
couldn't
happening.
work it out.
Let me explain what's happening. Good morning, Gordon Woodcock.
He's at the races as well.
Is he? I used to be, well, I still am, a celebrant. You know?
I used to celebrate quite a long.
No, not celibate.
What you do?
Celebrant. I used to perform the service for people to get married.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, borrow my tie once.
That's right. Now, the thing is,
Yeah.
right, when you getting married in Spain...
Did you give me that tie back?
Yes, I did. You cut it in half. And when I get married, when you get married in Spain, it's really difficult.
No, it's
isn't
not. I got married in Spain.
Yeah, but that was a gay marriage, wasn't it? I mean, God, anybody other than
You can't say that on TV.
Okay.
Other marriages are available. Why is a gay marriage easier than a straight marriage?
Of course it is.
That's a bit homophobic, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Start digging, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm on it this morning.
So, listen, everybody.
Good morning, Jado.
If you want to get married in Spain, be gay.
Yes,
it's
there you
easier, according to him. He'll do it, yeah.
Now, listen, other sexualities are available. I mean...
I'm writing this down, Eddie.
You write it down.
I'm writing it down.
You'll be coming in soon saying you identify as a chicken leg. So that'll be a good wedding. Good morning, Jane. Oh, good morning, May Johnson. The gay marriage is more straightforward. So listen, we're offering our congratulations.
We are.
To Matt.
Congratulations and celebrations.
Talking about which, we'll get on to that in a minute.
What, Cliff Richard?
Yeah, good morning, Tracy Fagan. How are you? It's good to see you.
He says there's nothing to talk about. He said we'll talk about politics, and now he's got loads of things to get off his chest.
So listen, going back to Claire and Matt now.
Yeah.
They went
Gibraltar.
Yeah, they went to Gibraltar. But, you know, to ask everybody that you know to book a flight, book a hotel, take time off work, go to Gibraltar for a day, fly back, get loads stuff. So what people do these days is they will go off and do the legalities of a wedding in a British dependency, where incidentally it's very easy. You put your bands in, and that's it. You get your marriage.
Is their marriage legal in Spain then?
Yes, of course it is. It's a legally binding marriage. But the thing is, when you've got a lot of friends, like Claire and Matt have...
So why did they just get married here?
But no, listen, it's part of the excitement as well.
I don't get it. To marry in Spain is very easy. If you're living and working in Spain, it's the most easiest thing ever. You go to the town hall.
I think not.
Well, I did it.
Yeah.
Town hall, your side, my side, passport, birth certificate.
Yes, he is.
And residencia.
No, it's not quite that easy.
Yes, it was.
No, it's not. And in days gone by, you used to have to sit an exam to get married, eh?
Well, when I got married, I was a counsellor, don't forget.
Oh, so you cut corners. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right, because the British Embassy did all my paperwork for me.
Yes.
And then, you're right, there was a questionnaire.
Yeah.
I never did that, because...
But you have to sit an exam and everything.
No, an exam, it's questions, isn't it?
It's still an exam, mate.
It's not an exam, they ask certain questions. What's the name of your father, the mother, have you got how many brothers and sisters?
And when you book it takes between 6 months and a year.
Oh, I don't know.
You cut corners, you did. You were a counsellor, for goodness sake.
Corruption. A Conservative counsellor.
You greased a few palms.
Well, not so much the palms.
Yeah. There you go. Matt's saying it's not as easy as Clary's divorced, with Spain being a heavily Catholic. It's more complicated.
Changing glasses, I can't
and
beat
it
that.
takes a long time to sort out. Well, yes, it does. So, in the case of Matt and Claire, they've gone and done the legals where...
Because it's easier to go to a Muslim country then, isn't it?
Yes, if you call Gibraltar a Muslim country.
Britain.
Gibraltar.
Is Britain. That actually belongs to Spain.
Well, yeah, it does. Well, no, let's not do that one. That's a whole different can of worms.
Well,
that
it belongs to Spain. I don't know why they don't give it back.
What? See, you're at it now.
No, they should just give it back. Nowhere near as like the Falkland Islands. Just give it back. Stop stealing things. Sticky fingers, Britain would call you. Sticky fingers. Give it back.
And then, right? What happens is because you got a lot of friends and you want to keep the cost down for them, you pop yourself.
There you
over.
are, Sarah. That's when you married.
Yeah.
Sarah and Martin. You borrowed my tie and never gave it back to me.
I did give
Is
it
that
back.
a year ago? You've had my tie for a year.
You've got it back. Do you remember when we did the Tommy Cooper episode and you cut the tie?
Was that my tie?
Yeah, it was. Good morning, Annette and John. Oh, God,
Annette,
good to see you, Nettie. How are you? Yes, we're
she
fine.
sunbathes in nude.
Does she? Oh, how do you know that? Is it next door to you?
No, the neighbours told me.
The neighbours
Not her,
told
not
you?
my neighbours, her neighbours.
You just let the secrets out this morning, man. So anyway, back to the pointing, and good morning, Matt. Good morning, Claire.
Allegedly, a big bar in Los Angeles has been sold.
Many congratulations.
Can't tell you which one.
Are you rumouring?
I never said a word.
Are you starting the rumour?
I'm talking to my friends.
You're starting the rumour mill, aren't you?
No.
Oh, we'll see you in November, Ned. Of course we'll be here, won't we? We will.
November?
It's
May?
Yeah, but-
May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months ago.
But she's got it booked.
All right, whatever.
You've got to have something to look forward to. I've got things to look forward to.
Saturday morning, that's the only thing I've got to look forward to come work with you, Eddie.
Well,
to
that's
see
just-
you so I
that's
can
just
dress up.
Spending time as a chauffeur. Now listen.
There's not many men like me dressing up. He is. He's one of them.
I don't know why. But, so listen, what was I saying? Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I was saying.
You went from politics to something else.
Saying congratulations to
Right.
Matt and Claire.
Congratulations.
What can I say? So, right.
Are you going to marry them here?
Yeah, yes. I'm going to perform the service.
You're a little bit busy bee, aren't you, with your weddings?
Well, yeah, but I've got things planned. What's all the news on the Belgian couple who have vanished, and the lady has been found out at sea by a Tenerife fisherman? So very sad. Have you seen anything about this? I have. Yeah.
Apparently they lived above 60s bar.
Do they?
Did.
Well, that saved me a denunciation.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, but yeah, I have. I think they found her, and the reason they're saying it's a suspicious case is she had a plastic bag over her head. So it's very sad.
Is that suspicious?
No.
Is that suspicious?
Next week.
Can I just...
Family group. I'll be looking for that.
Is that suspicious?
Yeah.
Because I can tell you a funny story what happened to me this week. I was talking to this fantastic man, and his job was scanning trucks in Belgium.
Right.
So they had Britain many years ago, before Tony Blair. They had border force in Belgium, Amsterdam, and France, and they had big, massive teams. And they used to X-ray the trucks going through to see if anybody was in them. So since Tony Blair, he pulled them all out. So there's a skeleton team now. They don't have X-ray machines in these countries anymore to do it. And he was telling me, while he was doing the job in Belgium, he was in Belgium for 6 years, the sites he used to see, he used to open up the back. So the X-ray, they'd see there's people in there. So they'd open up the bags. He said there's people in there sometimes with bags over the head because they were told that the X-ray will pick up the breathing. So he says you used to get like 50 guys with bags over the head. You think, what's going on there? And then he says they used to be told if you wrapped your head with tin foil, the X-ray machine wouldn't pick you up. So they open up back of these trucks. You've got 40 men with with aluminium hats on.
Oh dear me.
So thanks to Tony Blair and the Labour government pulled them all out, and that's why you got the problem today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you're right, Tracy. It is a sad case. Hands and legs were cut off as well. It's terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
Well, you'll have to have a look at it, won't you?
Oh!
Yeah, but I've got a lot planned. I told you before that we're going to Seville to take that, you know.
Do you know what Seville is in Spanish?
Orange. Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Right.
There's a fabulous dance to do in Seville.
Is there really? Good morning, Michelle, how are you?
Yes, Michelle,
But
she's there. She's doing the buying and selling.
We know that Seville in July is going to be so unbelievably shall we say, warm.
It's the epicentre of the heat wave of Spain.
Yeah.
Temperatures can reach up to 52 degrees, Eddie.
And we're going to watch take that, innit, right? So what we thought we'd do is we'd go and have a couple of days in somewhere like Malaga, right?
I can tell you a funny story about Malaga.
Well, let me tell you what I'm doing in Malaga, and I'm not sure I
Oh,
want to do it.
you're not doing that famous thing, are you?
Yeah, the Caminito del Rey. Holly's found it. Good morning,
Oh.
Gav, how are you? Holly's found the Caminito del Rey. Now, I advise that you go and have a look on YouTube or...
The King's Walk.
Oh, I've got to tell you, it looks...
She loves Malaga.
It looks treacherous. It's just like a path that's been stapled
It's also something about China, isn't it?
to the side of a mountain. And Holly wants to do it, and I've agreed.
Oh, you're nuts.
Oh, but I can't
You show
help
me how
it.
to work all this
Yeah,
before
well,
you go.
because I'll probably be dead by the time I get back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it probably does.
Yeah, okay. Gavin Griffiths, good morning, chaps. It was Gavin's birthday
Oh, was
yesterday.
it?
Yeah. Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Gavin.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Gavin.
Gavin.
Happy birthday yesterday. You get the message. Give me a round of applause. Brilliant. So, happy birthday to you.
So, there was Liverpool Liz
Yeah.
and this other lady, can't remember the name of it, they were booked on a cruise.
All right.
So Liverpool Liz booked the flights to fly from here to catch the cruise in mainland Spain. You know where she went?
Where?
Madrid.
Madrid.
Yeah.
Instead of Malaga.
Yeah. She said she knew it started with an M.
Yeah.
They ended up in Madrid. They ended up losing the flight, the boat from Malaga. They had to fly to, I think it was Italy or somewhere, to pick up the boat.
Oh, brilliant.
That was years
Alan
ago.
Hodgkins, good morning, chaps. Just checking in briefly as travelling from Ilfracombe up to Uttoxeter in Staffordshire for a weekend of debauchery. You could join him.
What's that?
Debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's naughty stuff. Michelle loves Malaga. I've never been. Is it really that cool? You tell me. I'll tell you when we come back.
Debauchery. Is that not like archery?
No, it's not archery. It's debauchery.
What's that?
It's wanton lust and stuff like that.
We're knocking off someone else's wife?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
All right.
Yeah. Annette says, Seville, beautiful, going to see take that at Nottingham Forest Ground, May the 25th. They've had to change a lot of their bookings for something that's been going on with Co-op. I don't
The
know what it
Co-op,
means.
yeah. Who calls it new, the biggest stadium in the United Kingdom, the Co-op?
I've no idea. I've no idea.
Makes
Tracy
you wonder.
says, get in training now, Eddie. And Claire says, she wants to do it now, that Holly has shown her the pictures. Thank you, Gavin. Gavin just says our singing leaves him beyond speechless. We tried. We're very trying, aren't we? Alan says, sadly not. That's Steve drinking. They're not going for sex, they're going for drinking. So it's more like inebriation than debauchery. It's they're gonna do that.
Right, it's my
So,
substitute.
well, you can if you like, but I'm just saying I'm not looking forward to the Caminito del Rey.
They
Really?
can Google it, can't they?
Oh,
The
yeah, you
King's
can have a
Walk
look.
in Malaga.
Yeah, have a look.
Hanging off a cliff.
Really, it's just like a path that's been stapled.
You got to check a couple of things, Eddie.
Have you got a hard hat?
No. Number one.
Number one.
Have you got to book it in advance?
Yes, you have.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Number two, is there a fee?
Yes, there is.
Thank you very much. And number three, certain clothing must be worn.
Like,
Hard hat.
Hard
They'll-
hat.
They'll supply that. Proper shoes.
Yeah.
Holly can't wear our high heels.
no. But you know, you're talking about high hats. We were talking earlier. Why? If you're going to fall off, I don't think the hat's going to help you, is it?
No,
No,
I'd rather have a
obviously.
parachute.
Yeah.
This thing's a way up, isn't it? Bloody way up. It'd be fabulous if Los Llantos Cliffs had something like that, wouldn't it?
It's a gorge.
Well, it has,
It's
hasn't
a
it?
gorge. Well, kind of. But there's
canals.
Well, in this gorge, you got to get from one side to the other, and it's on this little tiny bridge. And I'll tell you what,
Who's
the worst thing is, right? Not George. The worst thing is, on this bridge, you can't cross until the man tells you.
Yeah, the wind.
Because of the wind. So, whoosh.
It's like the Forth Road Bridge.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, but the winds pick up the Forth Road Bridge.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm
Three-wheelers off the bridge. Three-wheelers off the bridge. Trucks off the bridge because the wind, the wind.
What's this?
The Tannoid.
No, but which bridge?
The Forth Road Bridge.
Oh, the Forth Road Bridge. I have no idea what he's talking about.
You still get those cars in England, the three-wheelers.
Reliant Robins.
Yeah.
They were
The
great.
disabled people used to drive them.
Oh no, they were the little blue ones.
My brothers used to lift them up.
Yeah.
And the guys, let me out here.
So Alan says, talking of hats, what hat is that, Steve? The fire service or prison service?
Fire service, Manchester.
Go on, hold it close to the
Manchester Fire Service.
camera. There you go.
Captain in Chief. Yes.
Right now, listen.
I just can't get the uniform to go. They send me the hat, but not the bloody uniform.
Listen,
What's all that about?
boys and girls, Steve has got a desperate problem. And he's appealing to you
I'm not,
for suggestions
No.
to make his hat smaller. Come on.
No, it is. Well, the hat's it's all over the shop. It's too big. I'm like Benny Hill, and so I just checked. It's a 7.5 key for 7. I'm not a 7.5. I'm a 6.5. So I'm thinking if my mum was alive, she'd probably get me straps and sort of strap it like a Salvation Army one, because there's things at the side there. You see the holes to put the straps in. So,
will someone please tell Steve?
I could put like a
Yeah. Will someone
something
please,
round there.
Will someone please tell Steve that these little holes here, they're not for tying your straps to?
Yes,
Please.
they are.
No, they're not.
When you get a hat, when you see the Salvation Army or the police or firemen, they've got these holes and you can get the straps and the straps go through it. Same as the badge. The badge, there's 2 holes here and the badge clicks in there. That's what it's all about. And they're not for air. Bloody air.
I think it's to stop your head sweating,
No,
mate.
don't be so ridiculous.
Well, the people will tell us.
They're for straps.
Right, Alan
the straps
says-
go in and
Alan,
you go in
listen,
there.
you're getting an offer. Alan says, all right.
He's going
Oh.
to bring me a prisoner service.
Yeah,
That would be all my Christmases in one.
there you go. There you go. Darren says, hat fix, put a tea cosy on first and then put the hat on top. Brilliant.
Where's he get a tea cozy? No one's get tea cozies anymore.
Tracy says newspaper's a
Right,
good way to make
right.
it fit. Claire says folded newspaper around the rim as well. You can buy packaging that sticks in hats to make them tight. Can't believe this is happening. Jimmy Flynn, good morning, and good morning, Lily. Eddie and Steve. Steve is a part-time chauffeur.
No, I had the chauffeur's uniforms. Remember
Yeah.
the chauffeur that Elvis gave me? Do you remember that one?
I like that. All right. What was it? Where was that newspaper? Yeah, Joe Roberts says, oh, Steve, fireman straps and poles. Calm down, he says. Well, I always thought it was funny. And Alan says, do you want my stave? Oh, matron. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
I think
They're all
it's
speaking
been
riddles this morning.
innuendo.
Well, I'll have the prisoner officer's hat. Thank you very much.
A bit of Pritt stick round the rim. Thanks, Gav.
What's the Pritt
Do you know
stick?
your Pritt stick? It's the...
Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it?
It's non-sticky stuff, not glue.
From Blue Peter.
No, you buy it from, what's it? And all the kids used to the advert was, Pritt, the non-sticky stuff, not glue.
Brenda, are you serious? She's got a parking attendant hat.
That'd be cool, yeah. Let's have a parking.
Yeah,
attendant.
well, there you go. Listen, I mean, stop bringing me food.
Start bringing hats.
Hats. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah. it's-
Yeah, I've got enough pork pies, salad cream, gin, tea bags to last me a lifetime.
Well, if you're going to stop bringing food to Steve, I'll take it and look after it, don't worry.
Yeah, hats.
Tell you what I had this week. You may have had some as well. It was millionaire shortbread. Have you tried it?
No, never got any.
I got.
Yeah, they were coming over and never turned up with it.
Yeah, I got some millionaire shortbread, right?
Because
Now,
they're arriving late on Saturday night.
it's great. It's shortbread.
Glad you enjoy it.
With like toffee
Yeah.
and
Caramel.
a chocolate on the
Caramel.
top. I'll tell you what though. Take it out the fridge before you try to eat
Never
it.
got any. Says they were bringing me it.
Take it,
What time
take
do you
it.
close, Steve? 11
Take it.
o'clock. Sat there.
Yeah.
Quarter past 11.
Did you
never-
not get none?
Yeah.
They must have left it at mine then.
And then it said, oh, they'll come up on Tuesday. They'll bring it up Tuesday. Did turn up Tuesday. Sat
Yes,
there.
Angela, it is sad news about the Belgian lady found in the sea.
I don't know anything about
It
this.
seems like almost everyone has heard about it.
Apart from us.
Except you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
know. Ah, well, it happens. Right. Now, listen, I've not advertised either. Good morning. Well, it says Jay Seppel, but it's not.
Uncle, eh?
It's Jessica, that is.
That
I
sounds
know.
dodgy.
Good morning, darling. How are you? Great. Now, listen, we've not advertised either XPTV1 or ourselves
Because we're talking
for a
waffling.
long time. But I really don't know what advert is on the XPTV one
Probably a Christmas advert.
button? Could be a Christmas one or an Easter one or anything. Easter was it early this year?
Ramadan.
Was it early this year, Easter? I can't remember.
I
don't know. There's Savannah Santa, which is kind of good. So I'm going to press the advert button.
Press the advert button.
And we'll be back
With my
in a couple
subject.
of minutes with the subject
Because he hasn't got one.
from Uncle Steve. Well, I think I've covered 20 minutes, all right.
Yeah, he's managed it. He managed to waffle.
We're going to the break. We'll be
Go on.
back in a minute.
On the 11th of January, Live Paws Rescue Animals Tenerife caught fire and put the lives of 150 dogs in dire jeopardy. The people of Tenerife raced to their rescue. All nationalities came together. All 150 dogs and animals were saved, taken into people's homes without question.
Well, this is my mate. Looks like he'll be coming home tonight.
The fires raged for a week. Everything was taken by the flames. Now we need your help to rebuild their lives. Every cent is received with gratitude. Every cent matters. Blankets, bedding, water bowls, basic requirements to survive. This appeal isn't just to rebuild shelters, it's to rebuild lives. Please give what you can to keep them safe, to keep them warm, to keep them alive. Thank you.
Well, I'm kind of glad that it was that one because it's just an opportunity for me to remind you guys that if you want to watch the film that we made when we went to visit Live Paws, you can go to the XPTV1 hub and you can find it there.
Great movie.
I think it's xptvhub.com or something.
Great movie.
But Darren will put it up. We did well. You should have come with us.
Great film. Great. You're there.
You were nearly crying.
Yeah, you should have went to university and studied film.
I should be a stand-in for Jeremy Clarkson.
No, you're better behind the camera, actually.
Have you watched Clarkson's Farm yet?
No, I don't watch. I don't know.
Yeah, Clarkson's Farm
Never
is
seen it.
hilarious. It's brilliant.
Never seen it.
There you go. It's the XPTV catch-up hub, and it's xptvhub.com. Do you want to say it? xptvhub.com.
xptvhub.com.
Yeah, you just so much better at that.
Tell me your advert voiceover, man.
Yeah, we could. I've always wanted to do the voiceovers for one of the big American blockbusters, you know. He was a boy from the wrong side of town.
No, I've always wanted to be the caller in train stations.
Well,
The next train leaving for platform 4 is Euston, London. Euston, London, platform 4. You see everybody on moon. Cancel platform 4, platform 6, ladies and gentlemen, do apologise. Platform 6 for Euston, London, you gotta go, it's going!
and you know, that was so much more effective because it looks like you've come dressed to do the impersonation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a red flag, don't I?
You do.
Whoa, everybody, all aboard! All aboard!
Fat controller.
All
Right.
aboard!
Right, come on then, Steve. Let's do
Have we did it?
your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you have a go.
Just seen Eddie. Have you seen the state of the UK police at the moment?
Have you seen the state of the UK?
Yeah, it was the police. What happened this week? And they just brought it up to everybody to see how bad the police are in England. You see what happened? So this guy crashes his van into the house,
Gosh, yeah.
pulls a sword out,
Yeah.
attacks the father, attacks everybody in the house, gets out, young boy, 14, walking to school, stabs him with the sword.
Yeah.
Police have arrived. He tries to kill a policeman, so the police are chasing him for a while. You know, we're talking a long period of time here. And actually on the news, you see the body cams and people's houses are filming it. The police said they shouted, "Excuse me, could you come back here? Come back here. Excuse me, get off the wall. Come here." Eddie, he's just attempted to murder a police officer.
He's murdered a kid.
He's murdered a kid. He's on the run with a bloody sword, and the police say, "Eddie, where were the dog control people? the dog patrol. Where was the armed response unit? We're not talking Tunbridge Wells here. We are talking London, Eddie. Bloody London.
Well, I've watched the body cam footage of this.
Yeah.
It was all over the television.
All over the telly.
And they did taser him to get him down, but it wasn't until he was down and tasered that the armed response showed up, and then there were two guys with rifles.
Bit late, Eddie.
Bit late. Absolutely.
I can't remember what the time factor was. It's a long bit of time.
Yeah.
Massive time for him. He was running around with a sword, running around the back gardens of people's houses, Eddie. Where was the dog patrol? We're talking central London here. You're telling me that I don't have an armed response unit on hand or dog patrol on hand? Of course we have. Lack of authority there, Eddie.
Well,
management. Where was he? Where's the chief?
Gav, we're going to get back to... Yeah,
Canada.
We're going to get back to Clarkson's farm later, but good morning, Canada.
Yes.
But Brenda is saying there's a debate going on about should we arm more police officers?
No. Have you seen the state of the police? Have you seen them? So I looked at other arrests, body cams. Some of the police, I don't want to be rude to anybody, they're a beast. They're midgets. They're not trained, Eddie. Used to be into the police. To join the police in the 80s, you had to be 6 foot. You had to go through heavy training, self-defence. Have you seen some of them?
Yeah.
A tortoise could run away from some of them. They're not trained. That's the problem, Eddie. And it just showed you that guy with the sword. You go back to the 1980s. The police would have been picking up metal bins and flinging at him and going for the guy. No, excuse me. Say hello. Could you come back?
Yeah.
Stop stabbing my other colleagues. Get out of it. Shoot him. Get him down. Bloody Spanish Brazilian. If you went to Brazil, what happened? Bang. Come here in Spain. Bang.
Gavin says it's a tough job for the police, but they are way too soft. They need to get more.
It's a tough job for the police because what's happened with the previous case, the armed patrol turned up, Eddie, bang, shot the guy. Now the police officer who shot the guy is being investigated on leave, but on pay. How has he been investigated?
Well, this is where it all breaks down.
Of course it breaks down. We employ these people to shoot bad people.
Yeah.
Good people, bad people, good people, shoot the bad people, job done.
Yeah.
No investigation needed, is there?
Calvin Lemon says, good morning, guys. Hope you're both well. We're sunning ourselves in Rhodes listening to you.
Oh, I've been to Rhodes.
And good morning, Tim Elliott.
Can we just talk about Tim Elliott for a minute?
Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah. We're all excited now.
Brenda says, do you think police are scared of retribution?
That's it.
Because everything is questionable these days. What do you think? Are they scared?
Of course they're scared.
Are they frightened to go in hard? And like you say, have they got the capability to go in hard?
They're not allowed to.
No, well, not only that.
That's the problem, isn't it?
It's like you said, some of these kids who are drafted into the police force, they're not going to rise through the ranks like they used to. It's very much a case
They're not even kids, some of them.
Well, yeah.
People are joining the police force at 40, 50 years of age.
Yeah.
What's that about?
And then you've got young girls joining, young lads joining up.
Counting tattoos.
You want to talk about Tim? You talk about everyone else.
Tim, well, I know nothing about horse racing. Right, you know the Grand National?
Yeah.
That's Aintree. So the big race the day before, guess who won it?
Who?
He did.
Well done.
He owns a horse.
No way.
He owns the horse, and he comes over to Tenerife quite a lot. Because apparently, he's always out looking for midgets to ride him.
Yeah.
And there's loads over here.
Yeah.
So well done, Tim.
Right.
I can't tell you how much money he earned, but he told me.
Right, let's get back to this. You started it. Jimmy
right.
Flynn says the same thing happened in Australia. Police shot him, and the officer was praised. Good on them. Great. Gav says, of course they're scared. Yes, because they're given the tools to do a job and then get investigated and disgraced or made to be scapegoats because they've done their job that they were asked to do in the first place. It's a disgrace. The country is wrecked.
Oh!
Darren, the boss, says, I can only vouch a few years back, but if a police officer fires a weapon in demand, they're instantly suspended until investigated on the reason they fired. Do you know?
Well, if a man waving a sword who's just stabbed a 14-year-old who's just tried to chop my colleague's arm off with a sword,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, shot him, officer. Yeah, I just shot him.
Well,
Gosh, you shit him.
Shoot him?
Shoot him.
Shot him.
No, you shoot him.
Oh, shoot them. That's your accent.
Is it? You get me excited.
Yeah.
Don't excuse me. Come off the wall. Come
Yeah.
here. Get out of it. The whole lot of you.
They should have been.
Oh,
like
it was a top ham race, Arizona. Yes, brother Tim.
Right. So this is my thoughts on this. Right.
Yeah.
If someone, and this goes right across the board, from murder, attack,
Murder.
rape,
Right.
causing trouble, at demonstrations,
Yeah.
shoot them.
Shoot
Just-
the demonstrations.
Listen, if you're in
Water cannons, in it. Bring the fire brigade in.
no, not water cannons, water cannons with dye in them.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
did that in France.
Yeah, dye the water in the water cannons. That way,
Yeah.
your police haven't got to get involved.
Yeah.
You spray them with an indelible dye and pick them up
Now,
later.
I'm telling you, Eddie, we're talking about the police here, aren't we? So, Mrs. Thompson's house got broken into, number 32.
That's next to number 35.
Yeah.
Right.
Phones out the police.
Yeah.
Police can't come out. Get a report number for your insurance, darling. You know what I mean? She's just been robbed while she was in bed.
Yeah.
And no police said to come round. No police. She switches on the news. There's about 20,000 police officers in London marching with the bloody Palestinian people.
Yeah.
No. Policemen join the police force area for one thing: protect the people,
Yeah.
solve crime,
Yeah.
prevent crime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Not to march with marchers, is
Yeah,
it?
I
Dancing in
would
gay pride with the rainbow flags on?
Yeah.
No. If the government need people to control the crowds at marches, what do? Army, exactly.
Yeah.
Bloody army. Get the army in. Bring the army in. They soon won't be gluing themselves on motorways. They won't be shoving themselves in front of buses, letting tyres down of buses. Bring the army in. Put the police in what they're supposed to be doing, solving bloody crime, and get Mrs. Thompson's burglars.
Yes, you're dead right. But my dad, this goes back
Oh,
ages.
here we go. Right.
Well, no, but do you know the lessons that you learn from your past?
Oh, I'm not letting anything.
They were great. No, my dad always said, right, football hooliganism has been a thing for many, many
In
years.
England.
Yeah, okay.
Don't start dragging us into it.
Many, many years, football hooliganism, right? My dad always said, listen, you get a football hooligan, get the police to hold him down, because that's the job, and get a dye on his finger. Just dye his finger. One finger. It's not going to affect his life. It's not going to affect his ability to make a living, to support his family.
We're going to chop his finger off?
No, you're going to dye it. You're going to dye it.
All right.
With a dye
Yeah.
that's going to last.
Forever.
No, for a season. A football season.
Right.
So whatever turnstile he goes to, if he's got gloves on, the person on the turnstile says, take your gloves off, please, mate. Dyed finger. There you go. You've caused trouble at another football match. You ain't coming in here. And you'd soon stop all football.
That's a great idea. There's only one problem.
What if you've not got a finger?
No, human rights, isn't it?
Human rights?
Human rights lawyers will be onto that
Human
one.
rights?
You can't go around tattooing people.
Not tattooing.
It's the same bloody difference, isn't it?
No. Well,
I'm with you, Eddie. I'm with you on it. I'm with you.
Actually, I think if you go to Germany during the war, you can go around tattooing people. There's a new film.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a new film about it.
Yeah,
a
you're
new
right, Eddie.
series.
Yeah.
I'll tell you honestly, if people, and this is just my opinion, if people,
But your opinion counts, Eddie, on this show.
well,
It counts.
Yeah, well, so does yours.
Not as much as yours, though.
No, but if people
Yeah.
want to disrupt the lives of other people, whether it be by protesting against something that does have nothing to do with them,
Nothing to do with them,
whether
innit?
it's causing trouble at a
Trouble
football
at a football
match,
match.
because that's not what it is. It's not a fight arena. It's an arena to go and watch a sport, a national sport. You ain't got the right
But Eddie,
to do this.
Eddie, I was remember as a
Well, I'm just saying you cannot say human rights against
But they,
me.
I'm not. They will.
Yeah, well, I don't
They
get
will.
that
They
then.
will. Innit? The bloody liberals. That they. No, Eddie. I was never into football, but my father used to drag me along.
Yeah.
And with my other brothers, they used to drag me along to the football with me Cindy doll. But that's another story. And
My Little Pony.
yeah, I don't remember seeing thousands of police. I remember there was a couple. It wasn't.
No.
There was more Red Cross taking people out in stretchers because they were drunk.
St John's ambulance.
Yeah, I didn't, police. No, there was never. But nowadays, I hadn't wanted football. But now you see on the television, there just seems to be thousands of them, bloody horses and all sorts, riot gear on. What? That's not right, is it?
Do you know something? You.
What have I done now?
Well, you're talking about human rights, and you know it's got such a lot to answer for because people blurt on about human rights. It's not human rights. I mean, human rights, what are your human rights really? To be left alone, to be able to earn a living, to be able to be healthy or what? That's human rights. That's what your rights are, right? But to turn around and say, you can't talk to me that way because it's against my human right. No, it's not. What it is, if somebody's insulting you, it's their opinion of you.
Not in Scotland.
Yeah,
you go to prison in Scotland now.
Yeah,
Oh, you go to
there you
Scotland.
go.
Oh yeah, the new laws. What's John Skinner going on about?
Far too much of a snowflake culture now. The other thing that makes me sick is all these protests achieve absolutely nothing over and over and over again. John Skinner says good morning from a wet, cold island paradise. And is that Mr. Barraclough you've got as a special guest today? Do you know who Mr. Barraclough was?
No.
He was a character out of Porridge, which was a prison. He was a prison warder.
Yes, that's why my psychiatrist told me. That's why I used to think that everybody who did roll-ups was a
Prisoner.
Yeah, because of Porridge.
Yeah.
Because I watched Porridge as a kid. Because nobody smoked in my house. And the only time I've ever seen people smoking was on this program. They used to roll it up, didn't they?
There you go, Lynn. Lynn says you can buy smart water to spray your tools in your van. So if they get stolen, you can use a special light to show it up. Just spray the people too. Spray the people who are misbehaving with smart water. But that's what I was saying about dyeing the cannons, the water cannons.
Yeah.
Because if you can pick them up at your leisure, then they're not going to leave the house.
You're right. So I was thinking this morning, Eddie, driving down to Studio 2. Yesterday, they tried to move the asylum seekers from a hotel to the barge on a big bus. And the protesters turned up, slashed the tyres, sat in front of the bus. Police did nothing, no riot police. And they were there for hours and hours and hours, nothing happened. And I thought to myself this morning, Eddie, silly authorities in England.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
They should have done it today. They should have moved the prisoners, asylum seekers, same difference, isn't it? Asylum seekers today, Eddie. Why? Because all the protesters round the bus, they're all the Palestinian scarves on. And I thought, well, they'd be busy today marching through London, won't they? And there'd be nobody left. It's the same bloody bunch of people. If they're not supergluing themselves to the M5, if they're not marching for Palestine, if they're not climbing up trees and hugging trees, they're doing this, slashing tyres of buses. The police did nothing.
There was.
So that tells you in England, if you want to go out this morning, go and slash a tyre's bus.
Yeah,
A bus tyre. A bus tyre.
You'll get there eventually.
The tyres on a bus go round and round.
Brenda says, could you imagine the Brits demonstrating in their countries? Just wouldn't happen, would it?
Oh, it wouldn't happen.
Would not
Your pal's on,
happen.
by the way. He said he's saying hello.
Not all football matches. They
He's
tend
saying
to
hello.
increase police at local derbies or clubs that have bad. Well, they've got a representation for fighting.
Yeah, so police,
Don't
so more
die the
police,
fingers.
more police. This is the socialists. More police to march with you in your football game. Well, Mrs. Thompson's house just been broken into.
Yeah.
Little Tommy's been stabbed. No police to be seen. Why? They're all at the bloody derby, aren't they?
Yeah.
Get out of it.
Good morning, Johnny Laugh. It's
That's what I'm saying,
good,
man.
good to have you on board. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's completely
we're
nuts.
having a rant, John. Join in.
You want to go on YouTube? He's on YouTube, Johnny.
You see, the thing is, for me, right?
Yeah.
I'm not. I kind of am, but I'm not.
But you are, you know. You can't be kind of
No, listen, I'm not saying that all crime should demand an eye for an eye solution. I'm not saying that.
I am.
I would like to see execution come back. I'd love to see that, because what are you looking over there for? Really? I mean, I think the death penalty was great, because now, if you kill someone, there is no deterrent.
No, Eddie.
You
no.
go to prison now, you get a nice little room,
Eddie,
you can
Eddie,
you can have a television, you get fed 3 times a
so
day, you get exercise. Where's the deterrent?
Eddie, so you've got a gun. You've shot somebody because he was sleeping with your wife. You've shot him.
I said not all.
Hang on, Eddie. So you know, I've shot somebody. The law of this country is I'm going to be executed. I might as well go and shoot the whole bloody family.
Nah,
I might as well shoot everybody.
They used
Until
to-
I get shot myself, I get arrested.
Yeah, but
bang,
you
bang, 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 bang,
But
bang.
in France, that was covered by the law of crime of passion. And you wouldn't be executed for crime of passion.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. Then we can
No,
carry
no,
on. Crime of passion.
In fact, there was a TV drama series in the 70s called Crime of Passion, and it did this. There you go. Alan says, as an ex-prison officer, he agrees prisons are no deterrent. There you go. Brenda says that's a crime of passion, and there's an allowance for that. You see, if you catch your wife sleeping with someone, which is never going to happen with you,
I was joining.
if you caught your wife sleeping with someone and you shot them both, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's crime of passion. If you get up one morning with a sword and go and kill half your neighbourhood, that's not crime of passion.
Unless half the neighbourhood slept with your wife.
Well, yeah, if you're being pedantic about it.
Give me a local milkman.
Well, you take this guy you've been talking about.
What
He
guy?
The one who went out and the police were after him, right?
Brazilian, Spanish.
I don't care where he's from. The crime happened in the UK and should be subject to UK laws, which it isn't, because if you're from a different ethnicity, it's all taken into account. But there is no deterrent whatsoever. The Yanks have it, meditated or premeditated. It's the same thing. But there is no deterrent whatsoever. You can go out and you can, if you've got a gun and you shoot someone and you stand there and go, blah, 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 blah. What are you doing? I'm pleading insanity. Oh, we can't execute you then, can we? You're mental, we can't execute
That's what
you.
happened with the last bloke in England, innit? Bloody England, he went and killed everybody. He did about 4 years. He says he was, what was it? Mentally insane.
Yeah.
What's the word that big long? Where's the magistrate this morning anyway?
Is it
She's still in bed.
mentally incapacitated.
Something like
or
that, isn't it?
something like
That was the last one. And this guy, the next guy, this one, he was doing the same. Oh, I was on drugs and I didn't know what I was doing. And he'll go do his 4 years in a lunatic asylum and he's back out in the street.
Do you know when we grew up, drugs, they weren't like they are
It was an
now.
aspirin, wasn't it?
I mean, it's not like it was now. I mean, anybody can get drugs now.
Not me.
And they're just evil things.
I can honestly, I've never taken any drugs, Eddie. I've
No,
told
neither have I.
I've told the story a million times, absolute million times. When I was a DJ in Las Americas, each DJ had 2 lines of coke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it. I swapped mine for Heineken. I don't need it. You know why I never taken drugs, Eddie? Because of my mother.
Really?
Yeah, you know what she said to me?
What?
I'll tell you what she said to me.
You tell me.
I'm going to tell you, Eddie.
Go on then.
I will do, right? Oh, what was that? Is that my mother calling me? That's my mum calling.
No, somebody calling me from Germany.
Oh, yeah. His wife's just went out the door and you get phone calls coming in from Germany.
She's not gone to Germany that quick.
All right. My mother says to me, Stephen, people take drugs because they want to be like you. They want to be. That's a spam call. He's getting spam calls. We talked about that, didn't we? I got spam calls. He's busy on the phone.
I thought I'd put this on silent.
Oh,
There you go.
Germany's calling.
Germany's calling.
That's
Germany's
next week.
calling.
What was I talking about, my mother? Oh, that bloody phone! Unbelievable. Live on TV.
I know. It's terrible, isn't it?
Well, answer it live on TV.
Shall we answer it live on TV? If he calls back, we'll answer it
Just
live
answer
on
it.
TV. Yeah, okay.
Some mad
okay.
kraut.
So
Am I
listen,
allowed to say that? No.
you were telling me about your mum stopped you doing drugs.
She didn't stop me. I didn't start. I hadn't started yet. She said people take drugs because they want to be like you.
No, all right, go on.
They want to be like you. Because naturally these people are miserable, sit in a corner, no friends, no nothing, can't talk. And you see, and later on in life I've seen that. You see people come into the disco, miserable, drop a few acid tabs, next minute they're all over the shop. We had a great night, can't remember it with a great night. So I don't need that. I have a great night every night with my...
See, Jane says the other thing is the cost to the taxpayer keeping murderers alive in prison for the rest of their lives. I tell you.
Taxpayer,
Now,
shoot
listen, this is...
The socialist,
well,
the union man's onto you.
Phones on silent, finding state. This is another thing.
Thank you, E.
Though I saw something on TV the other day.
TV on the other day, yeah.
They were kind of
What? Just get it out.
no, they'd sentenced someone to life imprisonment
Oh, yeah.
with a recommendation they served no less than 15 years.
It's mad, isn't it?
That's not life imprisonment. And you know,
It's mad.
if you get in a room and you're getting 3 meals a day and exercise and a television, that's not imprisonment. That's long-term hotel accommodation, that is.
No, you're right.
There is no deterrent. I mean...
You want to see some of the... We've talked about this before, the prisons in other countries, isn't it? You don't want to go in it.
No, you don't.
Bolivia, Salvador, Brazil,
even
Cuba.
Even Spanish prisons are not great.
Well, they're not... The European...
Yeah, but they're not like South American
No,
prisons.
in Asian prisons. I checked it in Bali. When I'm going to Bali, this month, Eddie, I'm going to Bali. You don't want to go to prison in Bali, so I'm checking all the local laws, what I can do, what I can't do. You got to be careful, Eddie. People don't know that. I always say to people, when you go abroad, check local laws.
Yeah.
Just saying that. You know, in Thailand, Eddie, you can't leave the house without underpants on.
Is that right?
Male and female, yeah.
Is that a law?
That is a law. Absolute law
Well,
in Thailand.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just pass that on to Steve.
And you can get sex in prisons when you bend over too. Free sex.
Yeah.
Well, no, because in Scotland they actually send males to female prisons and females to male prisons now, don't they?
We covered that the other week.
Do
didn't
we?
we?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Crazy.
yeah. Get out of it. Guy's away for 4 years sex holiday, isn't it? In the
Right, there you go.
prison.
Jim said in the 59s, I don't know,
The 50s, he
and
means.
60s, life sentence meant life and no parole. But, you know, I can't work it. I really can't work it out. I know we're all basically
You can do
saying...
what, don't need to worry about local laws.
Right, I know we're basically saying that the country's knackered.
We're off to
know
share
it is.
Canada. Canada's on.
Right.
What's Canada saying?
In Canada, they get canteen every 2 weeks to spend a maximum of $1.50 chips, pop, whatever they want. These are the people in prison.
$150.
Oh, right, Duncan, who's in County Clare, says go to the UK and do what you like because you don't need to worry about local laws. I agree with
Same
that.
as in Ireland at the moment. Kicking off in Ireland, big style.
Yeah, Ian says, when are you going on holiday, Steve? I don't think you've told anyone yet.
Have I not told you? No, I am. I'm going on holiday. Have I not told them?
I think he's being facetious.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Typical socialists.
Yeah.
He's on strike anyway. He's got the whole country down their knees.
Say no more. But listen...
I'm just telling him I'm going to Bali.
Yeah. But listen, going back to what we're talking, because this...
I know what you're talking about.
You've raised a super interesting subject
Oh, have I
today.
for once?
Oh, well done, well done. But but going back to...
Oh, she's here now. She's woke up.
Yeah.
Bloody magistrate, where have you been?
Yeah, life should
Trouble
be like
getting
a
in
corner.
today.
I had trouble getting in today. she's probably in prison, I think.
Yeah.
But the thing is, until there are any form of deterrence put in place and adhered to in the UK, people are just going to run amok. They're just going to run riots. You go back to when kids could be caned for misbehaving in school.
Funny, she said, I had a school teacher recently, and she says that you know what happened in the UK. You know when the UK changed, Eddie?
Yeah.
Was when they took discipline out of schools.
Yes, this is what I'm
That's what
saying.
this teacher says. She's look back in history, Steve. They will look back in history in years to come. UK lost everything when they took discipline out of schools.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Well done.
In itself,
In itself,
the
eh?
cane was a deterrent. I mean, in the Isle of Man, you had the birch.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Same
haven't we?
thing. And you know,
We're repeating ourselves quite a lot.
No, you're repeating me.
All right. Am I?
But for more slightly serious,
Yeah, more
crimes,
serious stuff. Yeah.
You had the cat o' nine tails.
Cat in name.
Yep, the cat of nine tails.
Was
Do you
it?
know?
That was the cat's going to do with it.
It was a whip with 9 extensions on it.
Not at school.
No. If you did something stupid when you got
That's what
older,
they do in Muslim countries for being gay
They used
and
to
coming out your house without your women, without them.
Yeah. Or
They whip you and stone
your
you.
underpants, yeah, but that used
Your
to be...
underpants?
But that you just told me you can't go out without your underpants in
But that's
Bali.
not. No, Thailand. Thailand's not a Muslim country, innit?
Yeah, but if you went out without your underpants in Thailand, what would happen?
You go to prison.
So that's a deterrent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't vape in Thailand. 5 years after Tim's listening.
Yeah.
Tim, because Tim went to Thailand recently.
Yeah.
And I had to tell him, always wear your underpants, Tim, and don't vape. Because vaping, 5 years in prison. Check local laws. Locallaws.com.
Yeah. Duncan's history teacher had a slipper hanging on the wall. That's it. No, but it is. It's the deterrent. You give me one example.
Yeah.
Just one.
Oh, all right. Right. Challenge here, right?
Yeah, you give me
one example. Yeah.
One example.
One example
of a deterrent.
A deterrent
in the UK.
In the UK, deterrent. Can't think of one.
Not one at all.
I thought about speeding, but nobody cares about
No.
speeding cameras. Speeding cameras, that's not deterrent. Still speed, don't they?
No. No.
Yeah.
No. Have I got you?
You've got me.
Have I
innit?
beat you?
Beat me.
I cannot think of one deterrent in the UK. At least not one that's effective enough to stop people wanting to commit the crime again.
Shoplifting, there's no deterrent now.
Yeah, there you go.
Speeding, murdering people.
Yeah, you can't think of one, mate, I'll tell you. But at the end of the day, until someone is brave enough in the Houses of Parliament to stand up and say, this is the way it is. You can't do that.
There was a man who did it.
Who?
Finger Powell.
Finger Me Powell. Was that his real name? Finger Me
Andy
Powell.
Powell, David Powell,
So when they're
Lord
taking,
Powell.
so when they're taking the register in the Houses of Parliament, they're going Harold Wilson, yes. Edward Heath, yes.
Heath, yeah.
Finger Me Powell, are you there?
Enoch, yes, thank you, Wendy. I get mixed up between Enoch Powell and the other Powell who did the Boy Scouts.
That's Baden.
Yes, but they brothers, I don't know.
Yeah, but what about Peter?
Peter Powell.
Yes, Radio 1 DJ.
Peter Powell.
Yeah.
Way before my time.
Yeah, there
obviously.
you go. But, you know, Enoch Powell,
Yeah.
everybody says he was racist. He
Hang on,
wasn't.
Lynn's a bally law. Steve, you can't walk around scantily.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means scantily dressed you, with just virtually nothing on. You can't walk the streets in just a pair of
Swimming trunks.
budgie smugglers, yeah.
All right.
Actually,
So you do in Brazil?
in
In
Mal-
Brazil's no problem. You walk up the street in your Speedos and people, whoa, sexy man. Oh, get
But
off.
not
get
to
off.
you.
Not to me, obviously not to me. I'm the one
Obviously
that
not to
shouted,
you.
hey, sexy
Oh,
man.
right,
I'm the
okay.
one that shouted, innit? No,
But
hey.
at the end of the day, I know that in Malta you can't walk
Mal-
round without in just a bikini top. You can't do that.
Barcelona the same?
Yeah, well-
yeah. Only one street from the beach you're allowed to wear your swimming costume. After that, you've got to be dressed.
Yes, I think that should be prevalent everywhere. I
So,
mean,
we're on to local laws.
yeah, but everything has a deterrent. I tell you what.
No, these countries have deterrents.
Yes, not the UK.
Not the
though.
UK, innit?
Not
You
the
do
UK,
what you
no.
bloody want, can't you? Bloody want.
Put them all on the front line of the army until the sentence is finished. I don't think they'd want
What front
to go
line? Is Britain at war?
Ain't
Jimmy,
gonna
we
do-
at war again?
No, Jimmy's lost the plot, in my opinion, just my opinion. You get somebody who kills somebody with a gun and you want to put them in the army on the front line so they can kill some more.
Yeah, kill some more.
Oh, I
Shirley.
don't know.
Hey, Steve, I've seen you in your Speedos.
Yeah, that's not a pretty sight.
No, it was.
I've seen
That's what they came over. All the Canadians came over to me that time in the hotel. They thought I was part of a circus.
But I've seen the James Bond photo of you coming out the... No, it's
Yeah.
not good.
They have a great
A
day.
bikini would suit me. Thanks, Duncan. He's trying to say I've got a good pair of moobs. Say no more. Yes. If you've not seen the James Bond poster of Steve,
We'll have it up next week.
I'll put it up next week.
Oh, you're up here, up me next week.
Not putting nothing up you, babe. I tell you. Listen, guys,
It's got very gay today, hasn't it?
well, you know, I'm just
Is it
saying.
the prison officer?
I don't know, but other sexualities are
Are
available.
available.
Yes, indeed. I'll tell you what I've really enjoyed today.
I'm glad you did.
I mean, I think these guys who have been talking to us have raised some absolutely...
Oh, they have. Without
valid
them, we
points.
wouldn't be here. I'll tell you that for a start. We've nothing to talk about.
Jane Baxter saw a girl walking around Los Gigantes yesterday in a string bikini. From the back, she looked naked. Yeah, and here's the thing is, if the same rule in Barcelona was prevalent here, she could be fined.
Oh, the police would arrest her. Bloody raper.
And then they'd end up in prison. And then
Yeah,
they
not
don't
here,
want-
not here. Police do what they want, don't they?
Right,
Do what they
listen,
want.
guys, I've got to say, it's been
Is that it? Have I got to go?
fabulous hour. We've done an hour. I don't know where it's
I don't know where it's gone.
I just want to say many thanks to our friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
And don't forget, you can catch up with the live pause video that we made
there.
on xptvhub.com.
Yeah.
Don't forget, on Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube, tell all your friends.
All the friends.
We would love
More
for
subscribers.
you to subscribe to us
Thumbs up,
on
ring the
YouTube.
bell.
That means we can carry on doing rubbish.
Oh, don't forget, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Mother's Day tomorrow, everybody. Mother's Day tomorrow.
Brilliant.
And
Lovely.
yeah, it's been a busy week here in Spain because we had May Day. Yesterday was the Day of the Cross. Tomorrow's Mother's Day.
And next week is Eurovision.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Eddie Hastings from 60s.
And I'll be Steve Gerald from the Chicken Shack.
You didn't.
I didn't remember I was from.
We'll see you next Saturday morning for another edition of the
Multicoloured Talk Show.
Bye.
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show. Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
I don't understand. That is awesome.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notifications.
God help us all.